make sure my husband will say, well, your fleet's in, you know, or your children's in, and I'll count them all to see that they're here. All these boats go out. Sometimes they're waiting here for them. But I kind of hold it down because that's what I can handle. Because then you get too big, you don't see your regular customers, you don't even know they've been here, you don't get to talk to them. The rowdy ones, I weed them out. I don't want, you know, any rowdy ones, because all my customers know when they get along with one another. Now, Mr. Irving, he's been fishing here since my father built this place. And even before his little girl was home. But in fact, that's all his poles up in that can and stuff there. My father rigged those poles for him. We still got them. When we tore down the old shed, my husband built that to put them in for him. Mr. and Mrs. Carter, unfortunately, they weren't here today. But they're usually my first one here. I've seen them come here 3:30 in the morning, right from church or the French Quarter. You know, they'd been out maybe that night or from church, all dressed up, go fishing. The one boat I keep just for them. That one over there. I use it very seldom. I rent it out. It has to be an emergency because they got their things like they wanted. We missed. I used to have Mr. Eddie. He passed away. He used to be here about 3 times a week also, and he used to tell me, sister, when I die, I want to die back there in the lagoon with a Dixie beer in my hand. He almost did, but he didn't make it.
You know, Carrie, it's the first time I've been to the lakefront with a classy car and a classy girl.
Got any stories about ladies of the past you want to tell me about?
Absolutely not.
Ooh.
I do have a story about a lady I met when I was fishing.
I have apple jelly, I have grape jelly, I have...
If it's not the sweet smell of cathead biscuits that draws New Orleans fishermen to this little house on Bayou Sauvage, and if it's not the chance to catch 8 different species of fresh and saltwater fish that keeps fathers and sons and their sons coming back to this Chef Highway bait shop and boat launch, then it must be Miss Claire.
Okay, talk about panic. The other day I had 2 skiffs out and 1 caught. I'm supposed to have 2 caught.
They call her Miss Jeanfreaux, but she's actually Claire Bourgeois, wife of Boo and daughter of Louis Jeanfreaux, who in the heydays of Highway 90 began a family business.
So my dad, they had up the house on it, was Old Fisherman's Rest. So my dad bought it, you know, rented it rather. In fact, I let my mom and dad the first month's rent. I used to always save a nickel or a dime. I rolled many a wheelbarrow till I just fell down, you know, and we all got pitched in and helped build this.
Highway 90 is no longer the city's link to the Gulf Coast, and Claire has also seen changes in the marsh.
When we first came here, there were trees all along there. You could jump over the bayou. It was beautiful. The wild ducks would have their nests along the bayou edge. It was really something to see. We had an island in a lagoon, which was a fishing spot, mark spot. And its husband planted some willow trees trying to keep it, but it has dwindled away too. It's altogether different back there now.
The restaurant is long since gone, but not the fishermen, or as Miss Claire calls them, her children.
I've been coming here since I've been 12 years old, and I've been coming ever since, which has been over 40 years now, 45 years coming into this area, and knowing the Jeanfreaux and Miss Claire, and the hospitality has been excellent. And I just hope it can go on for many, many, many more years, but they're getting up in age, and so am I.
But the fishing here for lake runners, bass, and speckled trout is still good. And Claire continues to provide anglers with live bait, rental skiffs, a place to launch, and with a heart as big as the outdoors she's part of, much more.
A lot of them want to pay me. I said, no, I don't charge for coffee. I don't charge for food because I'm out of the restaurant business and I don't want to get involved with it anymore. I'd rather give it away.
You can catch her out here as late as 11 and 12 o'clock at night, cleaning out these boats and dipping them out and clean them. For the money that she gets for these boats, it's not the money that she gets for these boats. It's got to be the love of doing it.
Even some of my fishermen, I have a young one now, he'll every weekend when he comes and delivers, you know, he's starting to open up now and tell me his problems.
Miss Claire is looking forward to retirement soon.
Even I had to wash every wall, pry up tiles, paint everything, repair old boats, but I loved it. But now I know everything comes to an end. I'm getting older now, and I mean, I don't know, tomorrow I might just get sick and can't do it anymore, so I'm trying to sell it.
But the legacy of a lady on the bayou who not only helped fishermen, but cared about people, will remain in the memory of everyone she touched.
I guess that's what God put me on this earth for. So I always say when my job is done, well, then God will take me, you know. But that it makes me feel good than all the money in the world to see somebody happy. To see somebody happy. It's not making yourself happy that counts, it's making somebody else happy.
For Real New Orleans, I'm Don Dubuque.
Clara is 70 years young and proud of it.
And at the pace she keeps, it doesn't look like she'll be getting that call she keeps talking about for a long time.
Remember the King and the Crescent City? Rock and roll on Real New Orleans. Next.